Namaste students, welcome to PAATHSHALA Pandit. I am Ayus Bhattacharya. Today we will see about classification of plants. Okay. Now this is a short topic, I do admit that, but still we will see it in full details. Okay. So now let's write the topic: classification of plants. Now before we classify plants according to their various characteristics, before that we will see how the whole structure of living beings are being classified. Okay, let's see that. First, consider each and every possible living being on earth or anywhere. Okay, first let us consider that. So let us put that in the top. Living organisms. Okay, living organisms comes at the top, means everything is considered here. All right, now we will divide it into two parts. First part is prokaryotic. Now currently it is not required to go into much details, just see the classification. Okay, and then I will show you how the classification of plants is done. So prokaryotic, and the next one is eukaryotic. All right, two classifications. Now under prokaryotic comes a kingdom. Okay, see, all the living beings on earth, they have been classified in like this also, and also in 5 main kingdoms. So the first kingdom falls here under prokaryotic, which is monera. Monera is a kingdom, means many living beings fall under this monera kingdom. Like this, there are 4 more kingdoms, we will see about that, and they all fall under eukaryotic. And let us first classify more into this eukaryotic department. Under eukaryotic comes unicellular and multicellular. Okay, unicellular and multicellular. Okay, 2 divisions have been done, unicellular and multicellular. Now here again one kingdom comes. Which kingdom? It is the kingdom of Protista. Okay, Protista. Just remember these details. We will not go into much details here. Just remember this. We will go into details when the kingdom of plants comes. Okay, but currently just remember prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Under prokaryotic comes monera. Eukaryotic has 2 parts, unicellular and multicellular, under which unicellular has Protista. Multicellular is further divided. Okay, multicellular is further divided into 2 parts, and they are with cell wall and without cell wall. Let's see them. With cell wall and without cell wall. Let's do this. With cell wall, without cell wall. Okay, without cell wall. Now what does that mean? Means, you know, cells, they look something like this. Now some organisms which fall under multicellular organisms, they have a boundary, means a thick boundary outside every cell. Outside every cell they have a thick boundary, and in some organisms they don't have a boundary. That is what cell wall means. That boundary means the cell wall. So with cell wall and without cell wall. Now we will see in without cell wall comes the kingdom of Animalia. comes the kingdom of Animalia. Okay. Okay. So now, without cell wall has Animalia. With cell wall is further divided into two parts. We will see that. Animalia means all the animals come in this kingdom. Okay. Monada, Protista, all the animals come under Animalia. All the animals that we see, they come under Animalia. With cell wall has two parts now. Okay, let me extend this here. Yes, they are autotrophs, and another is heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. What are autotrophs? Autotrophs means those living organisms which can generate energy on its own. And heterotrophs means they cannot generate energy on its own. Like there are plants, means which we do consider as plants, they are heterotrophs. They depend on others to gain energy into themselves by eating, mainly by eating. But autotrophs, they don't, means we will see how it happens. They don't eat others in order to gain energy. Okay, they don't eat others. They generate that energy on their own. So under heterotrophs comes the kingdom of fungi. Okay, comes the kingdom of fungi. All right. And under autotrophs comes the kingdom of Plantae. All the plants that we see, all the plants, they come under this kingdom, Plantae kingdom. Okay, fungi is different. Okay, remember this. Fungi means fungus, all kinds of fungus. They are different. Sometimes we do consider them as plants, but no, they are different scientifically or biologically. Plantae is different. So with this we see that there are 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Animalia, fungi and Plantae. Now we will study in this class, in class 9 we will study only about Plantae. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now let's see about the kingdom of Plantae. Okay, it is known as the kingdom Plantae. Okay, just let me write it, kingdom Plantae. Under this all the plants fall. So now remember one thing. First of all, Plantae kingdom is divided into two parts. 2 divisions you may say, or 2 sub-kingdoms. What are the sub-kingdoms? Sub-kingdom Cryptogams. Okay, Cryptogams. I will explain what are Cryptogams, but first let's see the divisions. And second, another sub-kingdom. Which sub-kingdom? Sub-kingdom of Phanerogams. Okay, sub-kingdom of Phanerogams. Okay, in this video we will study only about Cryptogams. In the next video we will study about Phanerogams. Okay, so let's see then. So let's see what are Cryptogams now. Cryptogams means those plants which do not have a proper reproductive system, or not exactly that. You may say that we cannot see properly their reproductive system. Okay, like cryptos. I will break this word into two to tell its exact meaning. Crypto and gams. What is crypto? Crypto means hidden, and gams, you may say it is a reproductive system, reproductive system, or yes, reproductive system. Sometimes it is also known as a reproductive organs, but it is okay. Reproductive system, cryptogams, hidden reproductive system. How it is hidden? Let's see that. Now you might first ask that means where do reproductive system happen in plants? They do have, but they are much different than humans. Okay, they are much different than humans. Let's see cryptogams. They have three parts. The first part is Thallophyta. Let me see if the spelling is correct. Yes, the spelling is correct. Okay, Thallophyta. So what is Thallophyta? Thallophyta means those plants that grow in water. Okay, so first criteria is they grow, let me write it in short, grow in water. Now see, the notes you will receive at the end of this video. Okay, so I am just writing it in short. Grow in water. What is next? They grow in water. Okay, very good. They have soft body. Plus they don't have no roots, stem, leaves, flowers. Okay, they don't have all these. Okay, these are the main characteristics of Thallophyta. Also, you may say that if they don't have all these, then how can it be a plant? It is a plant because it has chlorophyll. Okay, but it has chlorophyll, and because it has chlorophyll, it can generate energy on its own. So that is why it comes under the kingdom Plantae, under Thallophyta. Thallophyta means they grow in water. So now okay, understood. What are the examples? So remember the examples, very easy. I mean, if you learn it for 3 to 4 times, then it will be easy. Otherwise it will be like a tongue twister, but it's okay. Ulva, Chara, Spirogyra. Okay, remember this whole word, consider this as a whole word. Okay, Ulva, Chara, Spirogyra, like this. So now the main part is, first you have to define this. If the question is asked, then you have to draw it also. Now mainly most people they do remember the definitions, because after some rote learning it happens, you do remember things, but how to draw it, that is also an important part. You have to draw and show it also, and there many people fail. Many people they draw horrible diagrams. So now let me show you how to exactly draw these diagrams. Okay, pay attention carefully. First let me draw ulva. Okay, let me draw ulva. So ulva is you may say that it is like a cabbage leaf. You know cabbage, its leaves, how they look, ulva looks like that only. So yes, like this, you do it somewhat like this. This is ulva, means not like this, but almost like this. Remember, draw everything with pencil. Okay, don't try to draw anything with pen. This is ulva. You may draw something inside also. If you draw it like this, then it will be good. Okay, so vulva does look like this. Vulva does look like this. Sometimes you may do, means for extra effects, you may do it like this also. Means a little, it goes inside. Then here also it goes inside. If you show it, then it will be means better. And then remember to shade it. First, what you have to do is shade this. Means you know how to shade. Like suppose this is a box or square or rectangle, whatever it is. Then very lightly take this pencil. Consider this as pencil and do it like this. Okay, means with marker it is very tough to do, but just draw. Shade it, means just color it using the pencil only, make it gray. Okay, just do it like this whole thing. Then where these lines are there, these lines, okay, inside lines, there you have to do it more, means again you have to draw these lines like this. Okay, like this you have to draw. With sketch pen it is means this marker, it is not very pretty, but if you do it with pencil, then it will be very pretty and you will get full marks. Also remember, after doing this, write below vulva and underline it. If you do this, you will get full marks. Okay, you will get full marks. But not only vulva, you have to draw other 2 diagrams also. So let's see that. Understood how to draw vulva? Okay, now let me show you chara. Okay, let me show you chara. Now chara, let's see that. Chara is simpler than this, I must say that. Why? Because it is somewhat like this. You draw lines, very thin lines with your pencil, okay, and like this, and do just this. Okay, just this. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay, this is chara. Remember this, it doesn't have a stem. Now many people will consider this as stem, but no, it is not the stem. Stem is different. So these are chara, and it doesn't have roots, just as I mentioned here, root, stem, leaves, flower, nothing. Okay, and yes, remember, do not use color pencil. Okay, in exam do not use color pencils, because it looks unprofessional. If you do it with pencil, just gray, black and white, just the black pencil like with which you write, it is enough. Okay, so see, this is how chara is drawn. Okay, and remember, do it fast. Each diagram should not take more than 5 minutes. All right, each diagram, especially diagrams like this, they shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes do it and end it, and name it below chara. Understood? Okay, and the last thing is Spirogyra. Spirogyra is bit difficult. I mean, not difficult exactly to draw, but to remember. Okay, but to remember what all parts you have to write. Okay, so let's see. Okay, first you have to draw a rectangle like this. Rectangle drawn means a curved rectangle. Don't draw sharp edge rectangle. No, this is wrong. A curved edge rectangle, and again outside this you have to draw another line of boundary. Done. Then very lightly with your pencil do this. Central oval shaped something, and it is getting extended here. Okay, like this. Done? Very lightly do this. Then see now, this part you have to do it carefully. One line, this is one whole strip, another strip, they all must be parallel to each other. Okay, here also one strip. Now these lines behind it must be lighter and these must be darker. Now see, connect these and these points. Remember, do not cross it. Okay, do not do like this. No, this is wrong. This is very much wrong. Instead, take it behind. Okay, take it behind like this. You can draw it, and remember, do not cross these lines also. It will go behind that. It will go behind that. So like this you have to draw. Okay, so that it forms like a net. It forms like a net, and then you may erase these parts. These parts. Remember, this is the first layer. Then this is the second layer, and the last one that I draw, that is the third layer. So accordingly, you have to erase those parts. Okay, so done. I guess it is done. Oh yes, here also done. Okay, and now you have to draw dots. You have to draw dots. Here also you may draw dots. Okay, so like this, the whole structure of Spirogyra is done. You may extend it like this. Means what happens? This is one cell, here also one cell, here also one cell, there also one cell, then cells. Like this it happens. So now you have to name it. This is the cell wall. Which is the cell wall? Of course, the boundary. These are the spiral chloroplasts. Okay, spiral chloroplasts. Why spiral? Because it revolves. We can see it. It goes like this, like this, like this. So it is spiral chloroplasts. This is the nucleus. This part is the nucleus. And these are pyrenoids. These little dots, they are pyrenoid. Pyrenoid. And what is the whole structure? Called Spirogyra. It is called Spirogyra. Okay, I know it is a bit tough than the previous drawings, but with practice you can draw it too. I showed you how to draw it neatly. Draw it and then it will be all okay and you will get full marks. Okay. So understood how this Thallophyta works. We will now go towards the next part, which is Bryophyta. Okay, let me erase it. Bryophyta. What are Bryophyta? Means plants considered as Bryophyta. Those plants which are amphibious. What are amphibious? Land and water. They grow in both land and water. Means what actually happens means it grows on land. It grows on land, but for reproduction purposes it requires water. It requires water. So what it does, it grows in moist soil, means where there is much clay and moist soil, you know, no? Land which is always or almost always drenched in water. There is always water found in such lands, hence it is called moist soil, and there these Bryophyta grow. Okay, so it grows in land and water. What more? You may say that it does have some, means in the previous example it didn't have root, stem, leaves, flowers, but here it does have, means things which can be called roots, has root like then stem like structures, has root like, stem like structures. You may say that they have. Very well. And what is the another point we can mention here? Another point is that you may say that they have rhizoids, means instead they have rhizoids. Now how to write rhizoids? I will show you. Rhizoids. Instead they have rhizoids and stalk, etc. I will show you everything, do not worry. What are the example? Remember, Funaria, Markantia, Funaria, Markantia and Anthoceros. It is means, of course it is more difficult than the previous example where you can just say Ulvachara, Spirogyra. Here just try to remember. If you don't learn it, it will be fine. Funaria, Markantia, Anthoceros. Funaria, Markantia, Anthoceros. Let me draw it. Funaria. Okay, how to draw Funaria? See. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, like this you draw it. All right, like this it means you have to draw this stem and these leaf like parts. You may say leaf like parts, stem like, root like, leaf like parts they have. And here also you have to draw it like this also. Done. And last part. Done. Okay, done. Now you have to draw a stalk, a straight stalk. What is a stalk? Just a stick, nothing else. And here you may say a capsule is there. Okay, here a capsule is there. Now see how to draw exactly the capsule. It is not like this, it is like this, somewhat like this. Okay, somewhat like this. You extend it here and extend it here. This is the capsule. All right, this is the capsule. It is like a flower. Okay, just as I said, now they don't have exact root, stem, leaves, flowers. They have something similar to it. Okay, something similar to it. This is the capsule. This is the stem. No, not the stem. This is called stalk. These are leaf-like parts. Leaf-like parts. And these are roots. Roots come out of here. Okay. These are roots. And means not exactly roots. They are root-like parts which are called rhizoids. They are called rhizoids. And what we have to name it? We have to name it as Funaria. Okay, this is Funaria. All right, understood how is Funaria drawn? Now let me show you Marchantia. Remember, every Bryophyta plant has these 4 parts. They have these 4 parts. Which 4 parts? Let me show it or write it actually. They will have rhizoid, then they will have leaf-like parts, then they will have a stalk, and finally they will have a capsule. Okay, they will have a capsule. And yes, another important point, they reproduce through spore formation. I forgot to write it here. Let me write it here only. Reproduce through spore formation. What are spore formation? Those capsules are there, no? Those capsules are there. In those capsules, wait a minute, Bryophyta, yes. So in those capsules, spores are there. Spores means little cotton type things are there which bursts, and all those cotton is spread outside. It means cotton like parts, spores, little particles, they spore and then they grow outside, which is why it is known as spore formation. Let's see Marchantia now. Marchantia is means let's see, you have to draw something like this. Okay, you have to draw something like this, and from here, from this point, draw a stalk, and here the capsule is there. Here the capsule is there. So simple. Okay, and draw the rhizoids here. Okay, draw the rhizoids here. You may draw some lines like this. Okay, some lines. Finished. What names we should give? This is the capsule, this is the stalk, this is the leaf-like part, and these are the rhizoids. What is it called? It is called Marchantia. Finished. Okay, now we will see the final part, which is Anthoceros. Let's see that. Okay, now let's draw Anthoceros. This is also, you may say, simple if you draw it correctly. First draw it like this, then draw many parts inside like this. Yes, remember, shade everything. Okay, the thing I drew earlier, shade it. Don't just pencil draw it. Okay, you have to shade it also, and do it in just 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes is enough for drawing such diagrams. And from here comes the spores. From here spores are released. So again, leaf-like parts, leaf-like part, the stalk, it has many stalk here. These are the stalks, these are the capsules, just like the earlier part. But remember, every Bryophyta has these 4 parts: rhizode, leaf-like, stalk and capsule. Okay, and yes, name it also. This is Anthoceros. This is Anthoceros. Okay, so this is how each part is drawn, each plant is drawn. Okay, now the final part in cryptogams, which is Pteridophyta. Let's see it. What is Pteridophyta? It is the third part in cryptogams. Now see, first let me write the spelling. Okay, the spelling is like this: Pteridophyta. I know it is a very weird spelling because P comes earlier, and earlier I used to pronounce it as Pteridophyta. Okay, but later I understood that this P is silent. So how to pronounce it? Pteridophyta. Just from started from this part, Pteridophyta. P is silent here. Okay. In Pteridophyta, earlier Thallophyta grew in water, Bryophyta grew in water and land. So how will Pteridophyta grow? It will grow only on land. Grows on land. Okay. Next thing, how in Thallophyta we saw that it does not have root, stem, leaves, flowers. In this Bryophyta we saw it does have somewhat similar roots, leaves, stem, leaves, flowers. Here they do have original roots, leaves, flowers and stem. Has roots, leaves, flowers, stem. Okay, next, they are hard. Okay, hard body means they're not like the Thallophyta which are very soft. No, they have hard bodies. And the thing is, if they have all of these, still they don't reproduce through seeds. No, they do not spread with the help of seeds. They spread with the help of spores. Where spores are formed? On their leaves. Okay, on their leaves the spores are formed. And what are the examples? Examples are ferns. You know, ferns means they are very small plants with very small leaves. Ferns like pteris. Okay, Pteridophyta, which has an example as pteris, was enough. So let's draw pteris, or each fern looks like similar to each other. Okay, each fern looks similar to each other. So let's see how a fern looks. Now see, when you have to draw a fern, you have to show 2 parts. First part is this one. Okay, these stems you draw, then draw little leaves on it. Okay, drawn. Okay, now you have to enlarge one leaf and show it, like here. Draw a box or a rectangle, and here you have to show like this. What you have to show? The spores there. Okay, the spores you have to show. Don't draw this midline. Means each of these leaves have these spores on them. Okay, this you have to show. And what is it called? It is called fern. This part is called sporangium. Sporangium on leaves, or sporangium on leaflet. These, because they are very small, hence it is called leaflet. On leaflet, and this is a fern. Simple, very simple it is. So this is how Pteridophyta is represented, and with this the three parts in Cryptogams are complete. Next, in the next video we will see about Phanerogams. So if you find this video helpful, then please like our video, share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. So for today, thank you very much.